We should hear today that the Prime Minister is going to scrap the northern link of HS2 and invest every penny into improving the rail service and linking, doing this northern powerhouse thing. I 36 billion was supposed to have been invested in the northern link of HS2. So much of that money isn't actually expected to be spent until the 2030s. So even if that's scrapped, I don't see that's going to produce a huge giveaway. The pandemic has changed the way we travel. What we need, we don't need to be travelling at speed. We need to be travelling reliably. That suddenly becomes so obvious when you try and take a journey at the moment by train, and it doesn't work. And it doesn't matter whether somebody is on strike or not on strike. The system doesn't work. I take journeys regularly, and I can say with my hand on my heart, there hasn't been a journey I've taken in the last year that has worked exactly as it was set out. Not a single one. And this isn't a matter of just 5 minutes late. This is a matter of cancellations. This is a matter of things not working. This is a matter of ending up on a different train, having to take new connections. It's not simply the inconvenience of the journey itself, of actually taking that journey. It's the anxiety of even beginning it. So let the train take the strain. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The moment you book the ticket, you are plunged into a period of anxiety, and the cost doesn't justify that process. So if you've got an opportunity of travelling by some other route, by car or something, I suspect it's more desirable to do so. In my case, that's an additional crisis, that's an additional issue. I don't particularly want to go down that route, but I have taken taxis in the past rather than take the train because the train's been on strike. Huge expense, and but the much more desirable default position is simply not to travel, simply not to go anywhere, and to do everything by Zoom or simply not to do it. And I think that's the position increasingly people are taking. The train is not a functioning mode of transport, and the strikes which are taking place at the moment are predicated on the idea that people will take the train. People are increasingly making decisions not to do so. I fear anybody who can avoid taking a train is avoiding taking the train. And so the train is only now being used by people who absolutely need to use it, commuters and so on. I don't think the system can sustain itself with that level of distrust. It's going to need a significant amount of investment to restore confidence in the system itself. And HS2 that's not the way forward. And that I think has been obvious for a long time. I think it's been obvious since 2016. It's a vanity project that is unnecessary. And it's caused a lot of heartache and a lot of damage to the countryside for no reason. So there we are. Sunak is not going to do himself any favours with his announcement today. but it is inevitable.